welcome to a New Year special edition of Netizen News. Today we'll be highlighting our top 10 stories across Chinese social media platforms from 2015.
So in number 10, we have In This Dress versus In This Dress. Netizens went to town after seeing celebrities' rather baffling interpretations of the China-themed dress code for the 2015 Met Gala, which was held on May 4th in New York City. Confused netizens like 乌龟比兔子了解路 too commented that the attire really doesn't reflect on the true beauty of Chinese dresses. In particular, Rihanna's bright yellow gown with its lengthy trail gained a lot of attention, inspiring netizens to Photoshop the outfit into an omelette as well as a pizza. Hence, 智夏一 Fanny exclaims, "I just can't stop thinking about Rihanna's yellow dress."
And for number 9, we have prong cocktail versus prong cocktail. Outrage was sparked across Chinese social media in October after customer Mr. Zhu ordered the prawn dish advertised as 38 RMB in a Qingdao restaurant. However, Mr. Zhu was actually charged this fee per single prawn and told to pay 1,520 yuan. That's a whopping $240 for the dish. Many are angry that the Chinese authorities did not do more to help the misled customer. Thus, authorized how pathetic the police ignored this issue, as have other watchdog bodies. We use this law serve.
The 8th biggest story is Fan Bingbing versus Bingbing's Fan. In May, the actor Li Chen revealed his relationship with one of China's most famous film star Fan Bingbing by uploading a photo of the couple with "we" written underneath. The story went viral and, according to China Daily, was read by 420 million people and also sparked a trend for netizens, including Ban Ki-moon, UN Secretary General, to share their own couple photos online with the same caption. Some criticized Shen's online revelation, like Ni Mingyun, who said this is a way to get attention and distract people from the bad stories surrounding the couple. But always remember the bad stuff. However, another netizen makes a pretty sexist comment and bizarrely compares Bingbing to a man, explaining she is not afraid of criticism, she has the courage to go for what she wants. Just like a man. I mean, of course, women can be strong and brave.
Number 7 is probably China's biggest sex scandal of the year. It's changing room versus room for change. On July 14th, a video of a couple having sex in a Beijing Uniqlo store's fitting room was shared online. Within mere hours, the video went viral but was eventually censored, as pornography is actually illegal in China. Furthermore, much of the social media discussion also focused on whether the video was a sneaky public stunt for the Japanese brand. Therefore, a netizen called Shenlan said that Uniqlo has some of the best sales during the Double 11 online sales event. Could this be linked to Uniqlo fitting room scandal?
And now for number 6, Apple phone versus Orange Brother. In February, the unlikely bromance between a New Yorker and a major man became the most popular topic on Weibo. A Chinese man, Li Hongjun, shot to fame as Juice Ge, Orange Brother, after strange photos of himself with, you guessed it, oranges appeared on the phone of an American man named Matt Stopperer. After discovering Lee was the actual owner of Stopperer's iPhone, which had been stolen in the Big Apple a year before, the pair decided to meet in China in March, creating yet another social media frenzy. The entertaining tale became a heartwarming symbol of friendship between the USA and China. One Weibo user even cites this as the most moving love story of the year, whereas another jokes that Matt came to China and then they lived happily ever after.
Now comes number 5, a gloomy topic. Falling stocks versus getting stuck. Unsurprisingly, the burst of China's stock market bubble on June 12th triggered mass panic amongst the netizens and raised concern about the country's slowing economy. The sudden fall of the stock prices caused a loss of $3.1 trillion, with the Shanghai Composite losing more than 20% of the previous days. Similarly, in mid-August, the Chinese yuan was also suddenly devaluated. It was evident that many netizens were very worried about the future of the nation's economy, and what was demonstrated widespread online. Qi Yanxi the Weibo were upset about losing a lot of money in June in the stock market. However, others were more optimistic that the government could resolve this fiasco, like 暴力减肥进行时, who wrote that the government is in control of stock market.
Our 4th top netizen story is spreading cheer versus spreading fear. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of China's World War II victory, the country held a military parade in Beijing in September. However, the event was not without controversy, as much of the foreign media interpreted the parade as a threatening display of China flexing its muscles. Nonetheless, most netizens appeared to disagree with this view. For example, Song Danpi argued that this is a very special occasion, it's an emotional ceremony for the Chinese, and we should be allowed to express our feelings. Another netizen called San Chen, he commented that, "I feel safe and sound living in China, given so many refugees now in the world are forced to flee their home country. The parade is to commemorate those dead during the war."
And number 3 goes to straight talks versus talking straight. I'm of course referring to the historic meeting between Xi Jinping and Ma Ying-jeou in Singapore, November the 7th. Up until this point, the heads of either side of Taiwan Strait had not met since 1949, when the Chinese Civil War came to a close. Netizens certainly appreciated the significance of the event. In particular, Lin Songyang underlined the historic moment when both leaders shook hands. Indeed, this minute-long handshake really did get some Chinese social media users emotional. For example, one of them admits, "When I saw them shake hands, I could not help bursting into tears."
And our second netizen story is to kids versus Are You Kidding Me? In late October, it was officially announced that after 35 years, China's controversial one-child policy would come to an end. Instead, Chinese married couples were now entitled to have 2 children. However, some netizens complained that this new policy had been implemented too late. And now the country would have to find a new way to solve its aging population issue. As Ziming says, it is high time that the policy was changed. Otherwise, China may experience a sharp population decline in the near future. Furthermore, many netizens did not exactly warm to the idea of having a second child. Some argue that as a result of the previous policy, for many Chinese couples, having just one child is perfectly fine. However, others admit to being reluctant to raising a second child due to social and economic factors. Hans Heminko complains, before the second child policy, people get fined if they have 2. But now people have to afford enormous education fees and housing expenses. How is that any different from getting fined?
And our number 1 spot for netizen news story of the year goes to pollution versus solution. Although many had believed 2015 was well on the way to becoming one of China's most smog-free years, all of that changed when the northeastern part of the country was engulfed in thick, toxic haze in November and December, forcing the government to issue an orange alert in Beijing and then, rather historically, for the first time ever, 2 red alert warnings. Social media site platforms were dominated with discussions on the smog. Millions of netizens uploaded photos of the Chinese capital enshrouded in dirty haze with the caption, "Pray for Beijing." One netizen even argued that the atrocious air quality served as a reminder of the importance of protecting the environment and nature, and also argues that our health should be part in the first place, whereas development at the price of environment is suicidal. Thank you for watching our top 10 netizen news stories of 2015. So, agree or disagree with our choices? Let us know on Twitter what you think. Thank you, bye-bye.